where legends never die. Video games, movies, sports on the line. Your favorites carved in stone divine. It's all about your top four, nothing more. Rushmore Show kicking down the door. Ranking the icons, the greats we adore. It's all about your top four, nothing more.
This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top four and nothing more. Andy, I am going off my phone, so I'm faster, but my production quality is probably going to be a little lower, and you're going to have to run everything because I am not able to hit all those jazzy things. So, hey, welcome to the show, everybody. We have a great show planned tonight, and a lot of things are going on, Andy. The video game awards are going on. Our guests are excited about that. We got football going on. So much has gone on this week. I just got a post from Pokey Trev. He is excited. He is the number one. He's the number one seed in our fantasy football. Hey, Andy, you actually made the fantasy football playoff.
I did it, guys. Look, I'm the perennial playoff team. I've been in it all 4 years, won it once, attended it another time, and missed it twice. But I'm in the playoffs. Everything that had to happen happened. I was 2 games back with 2 games left. I won both games. Thomas lost last week, which meant I jumped his spot for the 6th seed. And here we are. I get to face you in round 1. I faced you last week.
Yeah, and pounded me. I had a really bad week. Hey, I've been hearing 6-7 all week because my team is now 6-7, and they might actually miss the playoffs. But we are moving forward in a new dynasty, I see, Saints, for our Saints fans, right? Andy, you sent me a cool little meme. I loved it. It was
for the Tyler Shuck dynasty.
Just in time for the Tyler Shuck dynasty. I'm ready for the Lane Kiffin dynasty. That's what I'm ready for. But hey, they got some playoffs going on this week. Hey, Blue Bird of Misfortune, welcome. So yeah, man. So we are we're excited about the show. We have 2 amazing guests. We have one regular. He's I don't know if he's regular today, but he's been on the show 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I don't know. Pretty soon. Yeah, we're not gonna do it again. But yeah, soon. And then he brought on a friend this week, and hopefully a friend of ours, friend of yours. He's already got some folks coming and popping in. He has shared it over on his side of things. We appreciate everybody. So Andy, next week is our kind of swan song from StreamYard, and it is our 200th episode next week. And we're having your friends, your youth actually, and her husband. They're coming on, Ethan and Alexis, and we're going to talk our favorite soda. I don't know what's going to be on my list, Andy. I have no idea what is going to be on my list next week.
I will peg your top 4.
My top 4.
Yes.
You'll get at least 3. You'll get at least 3. So, anyways, let's talk about what we're talking about tonight. So, football's on, video games are on, fantasy football is rolling. Major League Baseball is moving into its winter season. It's just a really fun time. Christmas is here. I am 1 week away. This time next week, not only is it the 200 episode, I'll be like 24 hours away from being on my big break. Barry in the house. I can only see 1 or 2 of the comments, Andy. So if you see,
I'll give a couple shout outs real
quick.
Quick.
Get some shout outs. We got like 12 people in here. I can only see like the last one.
Early on in the chat, we had Barry in the house. What's up, Barry Squared? Obviously, our guest tonight, Super RPG Friends, is in the houses along with Dusty Flotilla. Religious Fanboy came in and said hello. We already said hello to Bluebirds of Misfortune. Melinda Duvernay was here again. Welcome,
Yeah, welcome
back.
back. Welcome back.
I'm still not selling this picture behind me. Sorry. Mary's Order 1700 said here because of Dusty. Three Good Nerds is in the house.
Love it. We love Dusty for sure.
I think I've shouted everyone out now, though. So there we go.
Awesome. So Three Good Nerds. Hey, Justin, I am blown away that only Jeff Kent got in on that last vote. I am furious as it could be. There's just no way that Don Mattingly, Dale Murphy, and honestly, the steroid users should have got in. Anything before 2000 and some change, I don't know. I kind of like the AJ Przinsky said like 2004, 2005. Once it wasn't a rule, but anyways, Pokey
Boys in the house from Dusty's community. Pokey Boys.
Oh man, welcome in, guys. Hey, why don't you send them over a Summit Squad?
Yeah. So all of you guys who are joining this for the first time, we like to call our community here the Summit Squad, and we made a little fun song to get stuck in your head. Check this out. This is for you guys. Welcome to the Summit Squad.
So if you're a part of the Summit Squad, that means you're going to take a little journey with us today. If we were talking top 4 70s bands, Journey would be on it for me, but we're going to just take a little walk down memory lane. And tonight we are talking food. We're in our food series, and we only have one more episode of food. And our guys, we always let the host pick. If you want to be on the show, we'll let you pick. But our host picked top 4 food moments in movies and TV, which I love because movies and TV is kind of where we're going in the future. We're going to be video games, movies and TV, and music focused in 2026 for our 5th year, Andy. It'll be our 5th year. That'll start in 2026. But let's get the show going. Andy, if you could cue up that beautiful bean footage,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
announce us and get our friends ready to rock. All 12s of you out there, get ready. We have a great show. I am hooked. Yep. It's potential to see, Pokey Boys. But here it is. Oh, and by the way, since I'm on my phone, I usually hand out wrenches to anybody that's in the chat. I will try and do that on my laptop for all the friends. But if not, you guys are welcome in. Thank you for being here. Tonight's episode is going to be the top 4 movie or food movie moments of all time. Let's get it. All right, Andy. So I'm excited about this. We are having a friend on that is literally it just kind of become a regular here. He is someone that has jumped in last minute to do episodes when we kind of had some last minute changes. And he absolutely is a fan of the show. He's a family member now, and I'm proud to call him my friend. Welcome to the show, our guy, the Pokemon, or the guru, if you will, Dusty Flotilla, our friend Matt.
What is up, man?
What's up,
Hey
brother?
guys, Pokemon.
And then, dude, if we're talking top 4 TV show intros, it's on there for the 90s kids for sure.
Absolutely.
There's my Pokemon.
There he is. Let's get there. Yeah, Mary says Dusty.
She's
So,
a good friend, good, great person.
Yeah, man. Well, if she's a friend of yours, she's a friend of ours. Welcome on in, Mary. Welcome to the Summit Squad. Hey, let's get our other friend out here. The king of hot sauce, I see. Matt, I shouted out. We always have usually at least one guest. Sometimes we like 2. Welcome. It's Quiz. But welcome on in. We always usually have at least one guest a week, and we would really prefer to have at least 2 because the conversations is better. And I said, hey, Matt, you got anybody you think would be awesome to hang out with? And he said, man, I got my friend Frank. I think he'd be fantastic. He's got a video game channel. and would love to get Frank out here and start supporting his channel as well. Come on down. Frank Wood from Super RPG Friends. There he is. There he is. Now,
what is up, baby? How you
Yeah.
doing? Thanks for having me on. It's good to meet all of you guys. How's everybody doing tonight?
we are killing it. Thanks for being here. Hey, look, I know it's your first time here, Frank, but immediately you're going to find that the community is awesome, and it's a good time to kind of chat. We're going to talk food/movies tonight, but before we do, I need both of you guys to kind of introduce yourself. I need you to kind of share what the heck is going on over at Dusty's channel, what's going on at Super RPG, and why did I call you Hot Sauce King? I don't know what's going on. We've got some friends in the channel. Share with our Summit squad. We'll go with you, Frank, since you just came on, and Dusty's been here before. Tell us all about your channel and kind of some of the things you've been doing. And I saw you hit some milestones recently. Congratulations. So share with us everything you got going.
Thank you so much for the platform. My name is Frank, aka Woodman FLG. You guys, if you've seen me around, it's probably from Super RPG Friends. That is my baby. It is a multi-person stream where we tackle some of the greatest RPGs of all time with an array of guests, memories, and more. We stream every Tuesday and Thursday. Right now we're doing Deltarune, which has been a blast. We're kind of in like a Zoomer RPG thing right now, but it's been an absolute blast. I've worked in the gaming industry. I was previously the marketing director for Premium Edition Games. I currently have my own marketing company as well as my own hot sauce company, which is pretty cool. I just started, which is pretty awesome. But
Nice.
we're going hard on it. But yeah, I'm really excited to be on tonight. I don't know if the relative size along with the hot sauce business wasn't a little bit of a clue. I have a lot of passion for food and everything like that, and I know that's one of the reasons why I got scouted for this bad boy, and I'm friggin' pumped about it. But I am excited to share some of my favorite memories of food throughout all the years of media that I've consumed, and I'm excited to hang out with everyone. And I'm just pumped to have a really good night. And I mean, hey, everybody, the Game Awards is going on too. So if you guys see anything crazy going on, let us know, because
Yeah, so by all means, welcome your people that you've invited in. Welcome, obviously, Dusty's people. And guys, this is what the chat's going to be about. We're going to chat up food, and we're going to chat up food that's in movies. But definitely, if you have any current events or things going on, shout that out. Just know that we are a family channel. Please keep everything kosher in case we got some littles that may show up. I know we're kind of late-ish night, but we do have replay where my family watches, Andy family watches, and other people. And both Andy and I are pastors, and we both are dads and teachers, and so we have a lot of littles coming in. So all my new friends, I just like to shout that out for the new people that are showing up. Just be careful if you would, just to be honoring, and you guys are welcome to be here. I'm going to throw some wrenches out to a lot of you friends that are new, that have come from the new channel. That's just to allow you to share your channels and things of that nature, and to kind of get the riffraff out if you see anybody that needs to be escorted the door. Hey, so Dusty, you've been here a minute. You've been here a while, and but we still need to know all about Dusty Flotilla. When you showed up here, you had like 6 videos, each averaging about 5,000 subscribers. I'm just kidding. You didn't have very many videos, and now I think you just crushed 11,000 almost, 12,000. Share what the heck is going on at Dusty Flotilla. What's your specialties, and then let's get this show going. Kevin's in the house. Kevin is my childhood friend from 7th and 8th grade. He's my video game bud. If he knows more about video games than any person I've ever met that hasn't worked in the industry. So like this dude just knows. No, I think he should have worked in the industry. That's all I know. But anyways, Dusty, share some stuff from what you got going on.
Yeah, well, it's Matt, Dusty Flotilla, as most of you know me. My channel basically primarily focuses on pop culture with a heavy dose of Pokemon, which it has been since the get-go, because I've really gotten into that deeply, more so this year. And I've kind of been on a little bit of a hiatus, a bit of a dust collection of my channel sort, and workshopping a podcast with a few people possibly, and just kind of reassessing, restructuring, and doing all kinds of things in the background to try to see what where I want to take the channel full steam come the new year. Other than that, I've just been ripping packs and pulling some heat, as some of you know, on my socials and friends in my Zoner Cards community on Discord, which Mary Pokeboys Chris is from. Hi, Alyssa, Mary's daughter. Thank you for watching. And also, hi to my brother. He's watching. Hello. So, just trying to ride out the holidays and enjoy everything. And I hope you guys can tune into my channel. I post it in the chat, and it's Dusty Flotilla everywhere. You can't miss me. Any social.
Nice.
Thanks.
Well, I'm glad, Matt, to finally be on an episode with you. I mean, I've been on one before, but there's been a few
The first one, I think. Yeah.
The first one,
Yeah.
but you've been on quite a few times since we've actually been able to be together on the episode. So
It's good to be
an
back.
exciting night tonight. We all, I believe, love food. I'm from South Louisiana. It's illegal to not like food here. Yeah, so it's going to be a great night tonight. This is a cool topic. I think Three Good Nerds had mentioned what a cool topic this is. Yeah, this was an interesting one, kind of a different niche to kind of work through, but it's going to be fun. Very excited for that. So, Kirk, I believe we are ready to get started. And I think we flipped the coin backstage, clearly did that. And we're going to have Frank. Frank, you're going to go first with your pick. So here's the deal. Summit Squad, everyone who's out there, we do our number 4 first. All of us will do our number 4. We call it Rosie. We arbitrarily ranked the presidents on the Rushmore. And we think Roosevelt, although, I mean, great enough to get on the mountain, probably the 4th best on the mountain. That's our ranking. So we call number 4 Rosie. So before you do Rosie, though, you're going to share a little bit of your criteria. What kind of were you thinking when you were putting your list together? I know we kind of talked in our chat, like some of us are just doing movies, some of us are doing TV. Is it just a scene? Is it the whole movie? Is it a cultural, pop culture kind of impact? Whatever. I mean, it could be a million different routes you're taking this. But before you do your Rosie, Frank, give us your criteria, your thought process, and then we're going to go into your number 4, your Rosie.
So what I think one of the things that sticks out to me the most when it comes to food scenes aren't the ones that are super intended, although I do have some intended ones on my list. But I think it's the rare scene that kind of like focuses. It's kind of it cuts a scene in the middle. It cuts something that's a little bit more serious, and it comes in the middle, and that's why my number 4 is you guys know A Christmas Story, right?
Oh,
Classic Christmas
yes.
Story, right?
No,
one of my favorite scenes in that movie is the when they go to the Chinese restaurant.
Come on.
That's one of my favorite scenes. It's kind of like left field. I think it looks good, which is important as well. Yeah, but it's that's one of my favorite movies ever, and that scene constantly sticks with me because maybe it also makes me think of the It scene in a Chinese restaurant, but that's much sadder than this one. But A Christmas Story, when they go to the Chinese restaurant, when everything else is closed, I've been there before, and it's a scene that I think has only resonated with me more as the years go on.
Yeah, I love this pick. It still has its head on, and then they
This is a banger pick, dude. So
Mhm. Absolutely.
you'll hear in my criteria why I love this so much. I'll talk a little bit about it. I mentioned before we started, I said, hey, I've got 8 to 10 picks I would like to nail. And to be honest, because of my criteria, and this is already a Benjamin off.
Yep.
This is already a Benjamin off. I love this scene. This scene probably wouldn't fly nowadays the way it's so PC, the fa ra 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 ra, all that business. But it probably just wouldn't make it.
Dude, I can't. I almost forgot about the fa ra 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 ra.
So the best part is they're eating this Chinese food. They bring out the duck. And he's done, screwed over with the food at home. The dog's messed it up. All the things happening with the leg and everything else. And they go, let's just go to Chinese. And then they have this 4 or 5 Chinese fellas, and they're out there trying to sing Christmas hymns and carols. And that just makes it that much better. I mean, it's just hilarious. Christmas Story. Just a plug, shameless plug, our very first episode ever was our top 4 Christmas movies 5 years ago, Andy, 5 years ago. And Christmas Story made my list. It didn't make yours, but it made mine. And before then, we didn't do honorable mentions. We just did top 4. Christmas Story was on my list. I think it was my Rosie. I think. Maybe TJ?
Yeah, we did things different back then. We started
a little different.
We've learned so much.
Hey, real quick before you jump in, Andy, Pokey Boys, Super RPG, obviously, you're on the channel, as well as Mary and Quiz. I sent you all guys, all you friends, wrenches. That means now you can share your channels in the chat. We'd love for that. And if you have to go, we'd appreciate if you do at least 2 things. At least hit the like and leave your top 4 so we can just discuss it even though you're leaving. But if you hang around with us, I think you'll enjoy it. Andy, you love this movie, right?
Yeah, no, I love this movie. I know it didn't make my top 4. There's just so many bangers of Christmas movies that, you're going to miss some of them for sure. But I'm interested, Matt, what are your thoughts on this? I do love Chinese food. I will say that. Fantastic food. So what are your thoughts on this food in particular?
Oh, Chinese food is great. And on top of that, the movie is an absolute classic of mine.
Yeah.
If you're nice, I'll show you a picture of my brother in the bunny outfit. And it was only a few years ago.
I have a picture.
Just don't show me a picture of you in a bunny suit.
I have a picture of me in a bunny suit from a few years ago as a youth pastor.
Yeah.
At our Christmas party. So that was
hey, so real quick, I do want to answer a question. I can see the chat now, by the way, Andy. I set it up. Blue Bird of Misfortune said that they'll be back, signed in. But they mentioned, is this channel a food channel? So we do 6 topics. Actually, starting next year, we're only doing 3, but we've always, since the beginning, kind of ironed out what we thought was going to be awesome. And so we do video games, music, movies and TV, nostalgia, sports, and food. We do it 2 months each. It's December, so we're finishing up food. Going forward next year, we're just doing movies, video games, and music. And we're going to do it 4 months each year. This time instead of 2. So hopefully that helps. So anyways, oh yeah, snap. It's Larry. So yeah, it said it's Larry. Roll the credits on Undertale with John. I meant LMFAO. Oh yeah, that's you. Pokeboys, y'all crazy if you don't have Eddie Murphy's Nutty Professor. Hercules. Here's a fun thing. My nickname, Andy, was in college when I was on the softball team, was Kirkules because of that movie. So
why have I never said that?
Kirkules.
It's too fitting. It's too good. Hey, last thing I want to say about A Christmas Story. We could have added a couple other food elements in this movie alone.
Oh, totally.
Ovaltine.
Yeah, the little puzzle.
The bar of soap.
The bar of soap. That's off the cuff, but that's a good guess.
Soap. what was the little brother was eating, was it mashed potatoes? And he was like,
Well,
red
he
cabbage.
also licked a frozen pole.
yeah, there's
Mhm.
that. Yeah, there's a lot of food in this. This is a good movie. Love this pick.
Awesome.
Way to start the mountain. You
Way to
took
start the
Benjamin
mountain. This
Franklin.
is a good pick. This is a good pick. I love the way we're going. Thanks, Frank, for that one. And thanks for already taking. Might have to rethink my honorable mentions, and you'll see why here in a second. But it's awesome. I've got plenty. Dusty,
Yeah.
you're up. What's your criteria? What are you going to be talking about? Like, what's the direction you want it to go? And then, drop your Rosie.
My criteria is Kirk. If you remember the last time I was on, that my picks were fairly. I was trying to be a little more different when it came to the movie picks. This time, I think I went a little bit more mainstream, but still a little bit sort of off the path. And we'll see, but we'll play it by ear.
What's up, Patrick?
And everything is just movies I've enjoyed, things that have stuck in my head from these movies that just you can't forget. If you've seen these movies, you absolutely know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right, so give us your Rosie. How are we starting your mountain off?
All right, so my Rosie's going to be Stand By Me. If you know, you know, and I'll explain. There's a sequence in which the one character who ends up being a writer talks about a semi-exaggerated story about somebody named Lardass, who was a heavyset boy in his town, who was bullied and was picked on. So they had a pie eating contest, and he devised a way to get back at everybody by eating raw egg, castor oil, and a really bad strong laxative. And what I can only explain to you is what happens after he eats that and starts eating at the pie contest is what you call a barfarama, followed by the complete chain reaction. And if you've seen the movie, you can understand how bad it got. So it's just, focused on the blueberry pie, but in turn was really just a strange and kind of gross story at the end, unfortunately. But I think it's unique.
Yeah, I like when you went there because you're going and it's similar to Frank's pick, I guess, too, because it's not necessarily just the food. It's everything that's involved in that scene, too.
Correct.
Yes, the pie is there because that's the food, but it's much more than just the pie. It's everything
that's the best parts, man. Those are the best food scenes because as someone who, one of my love languages is, feeding people and, getting to get those reactions from something I've worked really hard on and the people I care about eating it.
Absolutely.
That's a huge part of it is the emotions that come with cooking and stuff like that. And that's why some of those weirder, less food focused moments can feel so strong because we've all been at that point where maybe you're eating dinner with the people that you don't entirely love, but you can still make it work because just I don't know, that just the food's ability to bring people together is something that I love. And it's a very common thread in some of the other things I picked.
Yeah, I'm Googling that scene again just to jog my memory. And that is,
I don't know if you want to watch that right now.
It's an image you don't want in your head. It's there now. It's there.
Andy.
It's back.
Yeah,
it almost
Andy.
looks like Evil Dead.
Right?
Hey, Andy, did you see my message?
No, I did not.
Yeah, look at that message real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You got it.
Did not get it. I did not get it. Where am I looking at? What am I?
I replied to your message earlier. It's right there.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting.
It's loading.
Oh man, you're killing it. You're killing it. It's
killing me, Smalls.
It's for this. It's for this moment. In this moment, you got it.
No.
Dang it.
Literally nothing's happening.
Hey, okay. Well, let me just help you, anyways. Go to our little videos. The little short video, the quick one.
Oh.
Yeah. Do that.
Oh, am I already?
Yeah, do it.
Oh my gosh, here we go. I think this is the video you want.
There it is. There it is. Hey, look, Matt, insane in the membrane. I cannot believe this. I'll give you my criteria in a second, but I'm crushing right off the bat with the Barfarama pie eating contest.
Unreal.
Unreal. Hey, so I was like, there's no way anybody's going to put this on here. But so here's my criteria. Here's my criteria. Let me rewind. I picked 4 movies from my childhood that I didn't really like. When I think of the movie, the scene or the quote or the main thing that I'm going for today is at least one of the core memories. And so this is 1986, Stand By Me, main cast. I mean, listen to this cast. Will Wheaton, River Phoenix, Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connell, underrated, Kiefer Sutherland, listen, I mean, Kiefer, most people, when you think of it, they don't even go there. And then, it's always Will Wheaton, River Phoenix. And here's the deal. You got 92% Rotten Tomatoes, 94 on the audience score. This movie is a phenomenal hit. And they're sitting there and, these kids are crass. They're going on this trip, going to look for a dead guy. It's one of the greatest venture journey movies. Like, this is the 80s. When we were kids, we went everywhere on our bikes. We did this and like campfire stories, man. And you may embellish maybe even a little bit, but this reminds me of my group of friends and just, talking, you're a liar. And, even in this particular story, Gordy's around the campfire sharing all about Hogan. And they do this pie eating contest. They put the, what was it? Vinegar? What did they put in it? They put
eggs. Well, no, he drank it. He didn't put it in the pie. He drank all this.
That's it. He drank the eggs. That's it. And it just made him. It just made him barf. That was it. And so, I mean, with this being said, I love this movie. Top of the list movie. But at the end, they're like, "That's the stupidest story I ever heard." And he's like, "Yeah, but it was great." And I mean, here's the thing. This scene isn't about the food necessarily. It's about the storytelling and what's in such a great movie. It leads us on a beautiful story. And that's kind of, if you know anything about how I'm going to pick today, I'm going my childhood things. Like when I think of the movie, boom, and this is one of them. I had it off the list at like 6 or so. And I just did some tweaking to kind of where I wanted to go. And that's how Christmas Story kind of fell off. This one kind of moved up. Christmas Story is on my honorable mention. So right off the bat, a Crushmore, Andy. And I was trying to send you a message. Hey, get ready for Hit the Crushmore.
I finally got the message now.
Cool. Anyways.
But no, this is a great pick. Both of you guys. It's a scene I don't want to see again.
No, you don't.
It's pretty awful. But when you think of the movie, it's hard not to think of that scene.
It's crazy. So I think, and not to get too graphic here, but if you've already Googled the scene, you've gotten all the graphic you need. There are things that I remember eating. So full disclosure, I have not eaten Rallies in nearly 20 years. Probably about 20 years since I've had Rallies, because the last time I ate it, I threw up.
Wow. I like Rallies a lot.
I haven't had it probably I think it was 17. So about 20 years it's been since I've ventured to a Rallies.
Hey, so I missed some people in the chat. Hey, Dylan, you said hello. Hey, Dylan, thanks for being here. Cooking is so fun, like the way I cooked in the playoffs in fantasy. Yeah, you're not doing well, I don't think, if I remember correctly. Hopefully
bumped him out.
Yeah, bumped him out, and hopefully, y'all's Roll Tide gets bumped out this week too. Hopefully that happens. So, I mean, that's just something that I had to throw in there. But hey, look, John's here. I haven't seen
John's
John.
a friend of mine. John
I haven't seen John in the chat yet. He says Lost Boys Rice. And also Pokey Boys said Meet the Parents dinner scene. Come on, needs to be on there too. Totally agree. Both of those scenes are fantastic. John, thanks for being here. I'm going to throw you, like I did everybody else, a little wrench. And thanks for being here. Follow along with us. Thanks for being the Summit Squad. Also, hit the like. If you love this stuff, hit the subscribe. But the like is the most important thing right now. Thanks for being here. Go Green Wave. Absolutely. I would love that more than anything. So, all right, Andy.
Yes.
Finish the first round.
Yeah. So when I'm thinking this stuff criteria-wise, I mean, it's not very much different than what you guys have talked about. It's just food that I remember from either movies, but I've added in, and I know that we've said from the beginning this is fair game, but I immediately go to TV. I think I went half and half on my list, movies and TV.
I kind of have a few of those TV ones you might go for because I know your favorite TV shows.
If you don't have this one pegged, then you don't know me. But not this one necessarily. I mean, maybe this one. This is from a movie for my first one, and I am going to go with, man, it's Christmas time, so I figured, hey, why not? Let's do this for Christmas, and let's celebrate one of the greatest Christmas movie of all time, from one of the greatest actors of our time.
Yeah.
Of course, that means I'm going with the Pop-Tarts and spaghetti from The Elf. That scene where Will Ferrell is preparing lunch for his loving family. There's a lot of things in that. First of all, he gives the mom a gallon-sized Ziploc bag of just spaghetti noodles with maple syrup, which is great. But when she doesn't want to eat it, there's the scene that just shows him, it's very quick, breaking up the Pop-Tart on it and eating it with his hands. I am absolutely going this. Elf is the movie that I'm watching during Christmas. It's the best Christmas movie that's out there, and I'm not here to debate it. It's just science, really.
Well, good thing there isn't going to be a debate because you're wrong.
No, there's no debate. There's no debate. It's scientifically proven.
I mean, it's number 2.
But all jokes aside, when I think of food and movies, this is absolutely one that I go to. This is a movie that, and even if it's not Christmas time, I'm cool with watching it. It is a great one. And I'm going the Pop-Tarts and the spaghetti because I also think, as a kid, like, it sounds disgusting, but it also doesn't. It sounds intriguing enough to where I'd be like, maybe we can try that one out. But I'm going the spaghetti and Pop-Tarts from the Elf. That's where we're going to go. Oh, with the maple syrup on top. Yes, absolutely. Because everyone knows, Kirk, what are the 4 main food groups of elves?
Yeah. Candy canes.
Candy canes.
Candy corn.
Corn.
And
the little liquid on top.
Syrup.
And syrup. There you go. 4 main food groups of an elf.
Well, here's the thing. This also is on my honorable mentions. That's 2 of them gone. My list is dwindling, and yeah, it's fine.
Wait, Patrick, hold on, pause. Patrick, you've never seen Elf?
Wow.
Blasphemy. Foolishness.
It came out in like 2003.
It's been around.
It's been around for a while. You should absolutely. If you don't like Will Ferrell, you'll hate the movie. But that's like Will Ferrell for many people is. You gotta like Will Ferrell. He's one of my favorite actors for sure. And because of that, of course, I love this movie.
Yeah.
The best nonsense scene from that movie is when Dinklage shows up and he thinks he's an elf and he freaks out. Oh my God, it's so wrong.
You must be a South Pole elf.
Hi, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
I say that line more than almost any line of the movie.
Yeah.
Buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Yeah. So great movie. Great movie. I'm gonna watch that probably sometime this week, and get caught up with Elf. But I watched the Beth movie already, and I've watched a couple others in between. I haven't watched Elf yet. I watched another one that's on my list, though. I think it was maybe my TJ. I watched Deck the Halls as well. That's more of a light movie, but man, good fun. Hey, Jay is in that. Well, first off, Religious Fanboy dropped the top 4 up there, Andy, as well as now Jay just dropped the top 4. So
Religious Fanboy says, my top 4 are Kronks, spinach, puffs. Yes, absolutely, from Emperor's New Groove. Birthday pie from Kiki's Delivery Service. Koro Sensei cooking takoyaki for, yeah. And I see, I've never seen that, but that's been brought up on our show before by...
That's the Classroom was actually super good. If we're talking about Koro Sensei.
Well, what I would say is, Andy, we did cartoon food before with, actually, it's one of our most watched shows. We did cartoon food with Cellcast. We might want to shout them out today. But with Cellcast, and so in my criteria, I didn't put any cartoons because of that. Just saying. Not that you can't have cartoons, but I already did cartoons.
I think I unintentionally did that.
I didn't myself either.
So,
never mind.
So, Religious Fanboy, you've got some anime there, and totally fine with it. But I don't know that it's going to make any of mine today, even in my honorable mentions. So, hey, look, now we're back to the next round, Frank. And how's the awards going?
They're going beautifully. I have another one. You want the number 3 from me?
Let's get it.
Yep.
Right,
So let's go number
Jazzy
3.
Jeff.
We call this guy TJ Jazzy Jeff. Arbitrarily, he's third on the mountain. So what is your third favorite movie scene that it has to do with food?
I think that a lot of the dining room videos in the dining room scenes in Harry Potter stick with me a lot, from the visuals to the actual food to the scenes that take place into it. I think that a lot of those are some of the scenes that stick with me, you know, what is it, 8 films in or whatever. But I would say number 3 would just kind of be a pretty general Harry Potter dining room scene thing.
I totally agree with this pick. It was on my mountain. My initial top 4, it was there. And then as I did some things, I moved it on to honorable mentions, even further down because of what's going on. But now this is the third honorable mention off mine. And I'm not mad that y'all are naming these, because y'all are basically confirming that my mountain originally was great, right? So like almost everything you guys have picked, I was actually, yes, so far was on a potential pick for me. So I am down with this. That dining room scene where all the kids are just hanging out, the candles are floating. They got all the
candles
food.
are what get me. The candles every time.
It's just a really cool scene. It's a really cool scene.
The only
at least one of them the
time
holiday
that they
scene,
show
too.
you when they like finish it and then the food just like pops back.
Oh yeah,
that's always. I'm like, oh, that's fucking. Or freaking. Sorry, that's freaking what I love. It makes me feel like a little fat kid. If I could eat delicious food and it just shows up again, like
the only thing, and it could be because I wasn't as. I mean, I've seen the Harry Potter movies. I don't know if there's one that I've watched a second time.
Oh, there's a new control game. Sorry,
there we go.
Sorry,
there we go.
Sorry. New control game. I freaking love that series.
Oh, there is? Good.
Oh, yes, there's a new control game. Okay, 2026. 2026. All right, I'm done. I got it out. Sorry.
No, you're good. The only drawback for me with Harry Potter, is it gets just personal, is that I recognize the dining hall more than I recognize the food specifically in it. And like, obviously that's a big part of it, you know, in the dining hall and all that kind of stuff. You see all the kids and everything and how beautiful it is. The reason it didn't make my list is because it was less about the food as much as it is.
So for the people that don't know you, Andy, you don't watch a ton of movies, especially movies that have multiple parts.
No.
You don't go down the Harry Potter trail.
I've watched every Harry Potter movie, but it's been once. If I love a movie, I watch it 1,000.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Yeah. And but if you love it, you know, Star Wars and whatever, you're all in like Flynn. And so So anybody who's like, oh man, why is he bashing Harry Potter? He's just
I'm not bashing Harry Potter. I think it's a good movie. It wasn't something that made me watch it a second time, I guess.
Yeah, I feel that.
It's a good movie.
I think it's just a beautiful scene, to be honest. The graphics, special effects, and all of that is spectacular. It was really high on a lot of other lists, by the way. You know, we always kind of curate our list by what other people are typing before we get going, just to kind of jog the memories. And it was on a ton of people's lists. Obviously, rightfully so, because Harry Potter is such a big franchise. But do you like this, Matt? Are you a Harry Potter guy?
I've seen it more than my fair share. Not to mention that area, which is the dining hall, more than just food takes place. You have the Sorting Hat in the very first movie. I think that some of the dark arts defense classes might be taken there because of the room they have. There was a lot more that went on in that room that told its own story throughout the 8 parts, let alone in some of the parts you may have seen in the other movies, the prequels of sorts that were released later with Johnny Depp and all. But it's a timeless scene, and there was at least one time that was definitely a holiday scene in that dining hall with food. It was a Christmas, I believe, for sure. So
so I'm looking at Jay's list. I don't know if you brought Jay's list up yet, Andy, but it says Reese's Pieces, Soylent Green is People, that John Carpenter movie where person eats a dog do, and the potato Brad Pitt ate in that space movie. I love just the explanation.
Oddly specific. We're talking about.
That's great. Potato. And Patrick's coming in hot. Food fight scene in Animal House. Oh, I forgot that one.
The bean scene in Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, food fight. Bean scene in Blaze. Oh, I forgot that one too. That's so crass. My dad loved that, where they're farting. Slimer eating food in Ghostbusters. That's a good one. And the dinner scene in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Hey, so great picks. Great picks. I love this Harry Potter pick. It's fire. I love where we're going. Matt, let's see if we can match again. What's your next pick?
Real quick, Andy, is there a possibility you could pull up? I have a picture sitting in mine.
Yeah, I saw that.
I have permission to show it, so I'm not lying about this. You can. That is my brother. He went to the actual house quite a few years, not quite a few, and he had the pink bunny suit and the gun at one point too. So I think that's at his house though. He has one at home now.
I love that.
He probably sleeps in it every night. I don't know for sure.
It almost looks like it could be Piglet from Winnie the Pooh.
You think, but when you see the whole thing, it's like it's
I
definitely it's funny. But that's my brother.
Such an iconic scene as well as the pink bunny suit. You're going to shoot your eye out. I mean, that movie is just so fantastic.
Yeah. So back to the subject. Another one. It's another well-known movie. I think I had to bring a little bit of my Italian side out for this one. So foreshadowing. Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But it's the scene in the prison where Ray Liotta's character Henry Hill is narrating over Bobby Darin's Beyond the Sea, and he's talking about the dinner that they're afforded to have as the mobsters in jail, which is basically all the amenities you would have pretty much at home. You know, you have all the food, you have the beef, the pork, the veal. But Paulie, which is Paul Sorvino's character, who's the head of the family, he was making very meticulous care of cutting the garlic razor thin with a razor blade because it melts into the sauce good. And, you know, it was just like one of those things that just sticks with you, no matter if you're Italian or not, but you've seen that movie. So the razor blade with a garlic scene in the prison. Slice the garlic thin. You gotta slice the garlic thin.
I saw this one on a ton of lists. It reminded me of it. I will say this was on my Mafia movies list when we did Mafia movies back with Javier. In the movies this year, we did Mafia movies or mob movies. This was on the movie was on my list, one of the greatest mob movies of all time.
Absolutely.
When I saw it, I had to go and watch it just to not understand, but to be like, oh, this is what they're talking about. And when I watched it, I was like, oh, great scene. It's a great scene. It wasn't, I would have had this on an honorable mention just because of how amazing the movie is. But what I did notice about this was how BA it made Ray Liotta look. because not
Right.
only is he, hey man, hey Sean, we love you, man.
Sean.
Well, hello there, everyone. Happy Thursday. Yep, it's Thursday. You know how we do it. But not just the fact that all that's there, that spread, but it made him look like, bro, this dude's in prison and eating better than 1% of the world, right? You know what I mean? Like
and all the other
99%.
prisoners that are in there. Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that's a cool little part of that scene. Hey, do you like mob movies, Frank? You like this, Goodfellas?
Casino is one of my favorite movies of all time,
Mm.
so I definitely can enjoy
Absolutely.
some mob movies.
Yeah,
Which is-
Casino is fantastic. It also made a couple of the lists on that selection that day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember this scene though? It's pretty cool. Just a spread.
Yeah. This is I forget like what movies I put on mafia movies. I feel like I put something crazy like Get Shorty or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's sometimes we get into places like war movies where it's just not your thing.
Hey, I think I picked the best war movies. Just saying.
Well, I think I picked the best every time because it's my list. That's the point.
No, there are certainly times where I say Kirk picked way better than I did.
So for the record, because Frank's new here, Frank. So we did war movies. Just off the top of your head. Name a few war movies.
Band of Brothers.
Think
I like
outside
that,
of the box.
although that's a TV show. And
I know
that.
it is, but it still counts.
I love it.
It's
I
a
love it. I count it.
Series.
It's a
Yeah,
miniseries.
HBO.
Just give me a few more.
What's the more recent one? The name is just a number, but it was shot under the pretense of it being entirely one shot.
Oh, one scene. Was that 1949?
Sorry, what was that? Yeah, I think that's what it was called.
Yeah,
But that like reignited my love for war
All one
movies.
continuous
that
shot, yeah.
movie.
So let me float one out there
Something
to
like
you
that.
and get your thoughts.
Hey, Frank, what do you think about this list? Andy, what did you pick?
Okay, so 300.
Okay, that's a war. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I didn't think of it, but
I love how you're pandering the audience. You started with the most war movie. Keep going.
I didn't think of that though. I don't
Okay,
know.
well, let's continue.
My
Let's
brain
continue.
says war movie and immediately thinks like that can only be something America was involved
World War
in.
II, right? Yeah.
100%.
So wait,
Yep.
it gets better. I don't know. Maybe you thought of Space War. I mean, what else?
I
Did you
mean,
pick?
think of Star Wars.
Oh,
It
Star
says
Wars.
war.
Star
Can we say
Wars.
Dune?
It's a war movie. It's
And what else?
based on a war. It's an
What else?
intergalactic war.
What else?
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
You take war out of Forrest Gump, and that dude's
It's a
story
war.
is-
Yeah, I mean, if you took war out of Forrest Gump, it
Go
wouldn't be
Lieutenant
the
Dan.
same movie. So I can get
Okay.
behind that.
And
Like
last
and
but
then
not
I think
least,
my most prestigious war movie.
this is
It's
probably the best
literally
pick in the
all
history.
about war.
Wait. This is the best pick in the history of the Rushmore Show.
Yeah, and it's the most war movie is Mulan.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's
Take
not
war
wrong.
out of the movie and nothing.
I mean, they're all war movies by
Last
definition.
Emperor, I could name quite a few. Empire of the Sun. Keep going. Plenty
Nothing
movies.
happens in that movie outside of war.
You're right.
I love it. We've just given we've just gone back and forth with that for a while. But so but the point being is everybody's list is very unique and it's awesome. So I'm going to come in with mine. I think it's my turn. Yep. Mine actually was mentioned in the comments not far back, like 50-50. I love that. Mine was mentioned in the comments not far back. I'm going 1984, right? I'm going
The movie 1984?
no, not the movie 1984. I'm going with a movie from the franchise in 1984. This movie, 1984. This movie, Harrison Ford, Kate Capshaw. You know where I'm going? Going with the chilled monkey brains from Indiana Jones, The Temple of Doom. Okay, I'm going to tell you, not everybody says it's the best movie of the series. It's my favorite because it's most nostalgic for me. And one of the things that I remember most is this scene. They're all like eating. They got like snakes coming out of snakes. They're eating all kinds of crazy crap. Rotten Tomatoes gives it 83%. And the percent audience is 81. I love that. So the chilled monkey brains is what gets me, though. And here's a fun fact. This is literal true. My senior year, we go to Disney World for our senior trip, 1996, 47. You don't have to do the math. I'm 47. So with that being said, we go to Epcot. In the very beginning of Epcot, you run on over to this thing and you like book your food for later, and then you go have fun, right? And Epcot's kind of boring, especially in 1996. Nowadays, it's really cool, by the way. But back in 96, there wasn't much to do. And we weren't drinking with Lincoln. So at that time, I don't know. What do you do at Epcot if you're not drinking around the world?
Around the world.
And so we go, and whoever it was decided to book Morocco. And we go over there, and Morocco, for whatever reason, they bring out the food, and one of the dishes, for whatever reason, was monkey brains. Like, it wasn't real monkey brains, you know what I'm saying, but monkey brains. And now us at 17, we're reading the menu and it says this, we're like, oh heck no. And it immediately is straight Indiana Jones for me. I'm thinking they're going to bring snakes out here. What are we about to eat? But this is a big memory for me. It's another set of gross food, which that is just so memorable to me from my time as a kid. Another great franchise, another great adventure, another great. When I think of this movie, there's a couple scenes, him doing where he's going to take the riding in the carts, and this. Temple of Doom had to have it, and I don't remember who said it. I think it was Religious Fanboy. No, I don't know who it was. But somebody back in our comments said it. So the best is this. Here's a fun fact. All of the gross food was made from normal edible ingredients, obviously. Mm-hmm. And the monkey brains were actually custard chilled with raspberry sauce. So there's a fun fact for you.
The one thing I'll say about it, the monkey head, looks very fake in the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't the best looking, was it?
And I know it's fake.
It's 86, you know what I mean?
But it was this isn't convincing anyone. It also makes me think, was it Creepy Crawlers, the toy, or what was the one where you could actually make a
and you make gummy worms and stuff?
But it was like a jelly brain or something.
Yeah, I think it was Creepy Crawlers, maybe.
It was something like that. But it was this is a great pick. Monkey brains. Sean says he thinks it tastes like.
So before it happens, he goes, "You're insulting them. This is their idea of a banquet." That's what Andy says. He says, "I can't wait to eat this. I have bugs in my teeth."
Yeah.
and then during it, she's like, "Chilled monkey brains," and then of course Willie collapses in her chair. I'm gonna faint. But I love the back and forth between Indy and Willie the whole time. Anyways, and it's Indiana Jones is such a great franchise. No matter if you like the new ones or not, it's just so much fun to see. Good, I'm gonna finish my first half of the mountain there.
Good pick. This is a good pick. It definitely should be mentioned today. But yeah, I don't know. I'm Googling it. People have made cakes to look like it. It's pretty fun. A lot of the things that have happened, and then there's replicas of it. Interesting stuff.
My wife is trying to sneak in here. That's what that is. Great.
You guys like the chilled monkey?
Literally crawled in.
Yeah. Indiana Jones is one of my probably all-time favorite franchises. I didn't really go there because I just wanted to try to find some more unique ones out of my picks. But it's up there. It should be, up in my top 10 for sure. But, it's always been a great franchise and very memorable food, and it's specifically in Temple of Doom, which I like a lot more than credit's given to it as well, Kirk. I really do like that. I like, all of them, honestly, with at least the three. But that's its own story. So
yeah.
Yeah, the latest few have been kind of off the roll, but I really in the first three were epic. This is my favorite of the first three, though.
Absolutely.
Not that the other two aren't great.
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right, so
Real quick, Dylan put his in there. Number 4, Blue Milk from Star Wars. Number 3.
oh yeah, I have that on my little
Chocolate
chatty
Cake
chat.
from Matilda.
Chocolate cakes on my
Chocolate
list. in the
cake.
spot.
Cuban sandwich scene from Chef. And then
Yeah, Bruce and the chocolate
I
cake.
live in
and some-
Florida, so I can relive the Cuban sandwich scene
Oh,
whenever
yeah.
I want.
That's a good
so.
movie.
Nice.
John Favreau.
All right.
And, and the hook dinner scene, the invisible food is awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish the first half of the mountain and give you my next pick. This is a movie that I watched a tremendous amount of times. I haven't watched it in quite a few years, and it's one of those movies that's like, it's hard for me to watch now because of how, I guess, vulgar it is, but like not just because it's vulgar, like whatever, but like I always have my kids around, and like this is just one of those movies where it's not like one or two that come through and I can be like, whatever. This is a lot, but I did watch this movie a ton, and it's so funny that Kirk, you know this, I love movie quotes, just quotes in general, and this movie, every time somebody eats, not even this specific thing, but something in this realm of things, I have to say this quote. It's one of those uncontrollable, like, I gotta say it. And then I do it and I feel better about myself. And I'm going.
I'm wondering if it's the same movie I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I'm going Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction, and we're talking about the big
Good
one.
one.
Yeah.
We're going that Hawaiian burger joint in town. And I have to always say, that is a tasty burger. I have to say it, and then I follow that up with, mind if I have some of your Sprite to wash it down? But the Big Kahuna Burger, nothing special about the burger. If you see the burger in the scene, it literally looks like one of the dollar burgers from McDonald's, right?
The Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese is not necessarily that burger they're talking about, but it's right before that scene right there.
Yep.
I'm going with the Big Kahuna Burger, Pulp Fiction, Samuel L. Jackson, John Travolta. That whole scene is great. We shared before, just the love for Quentin Tarantino. I love him as a director. Just the movies that he puts out there are just wild.
Fantastic.
Fantastic movies. Pulp Fiction is up there for me in his movies. I'm always gravitating more to Kill Bill, but to me, you can't go wrong with either of those two. But I'm going Big Kahuna Burger, the Hawaiian burger joint on the edge of town.
Hey, just a side note. This movie made me actually kind of fall in love with Quentin Tarantino's writing. I love how you see the movie from different perspectives, from the end backwards and then forwards and all, and then you never find out what's actually in the box, the case.
Yep.
And he's never come out and said it,
which is crazy. And it's such a great thing, even to this day, when you mention it, like people still talk about it a little bit. So great pick, great movie. I will say this: it's not the movie I was thinking of, but I did have this on my list down the road in case I would need it, and I'm running out of picks. I am running out of picks fast. So I have 25 or so on my list, but this is another one on the list. The one I was thinking was much more vulgar than this, Andy, if that even makes sense. And
I know where you're going.
And I would have been very shocked if you would have said the one I'm thinking of. But anyways, which I was like, wow, he's going to go there.
Yeah, I don't think they ever really mentioned what made it a Hawaiian burger. We can assume there's a pineapple on there.
Probably.
But I don't think it was ever established what made it a Hawaiian burger. But yeah, got to go with the Big Kahuna Burger in Pulp Fiction in that one scene.
Frank, you like Pulp Fiction?
Pulp Fiction's a good ass movie. Good butt movie. Sorry. I'm doing my best. I'm sorry. I'm working.
He's doing his best. He's doing his best. Hey. So, anyways, everybody, Frank's channel is a little more on the raunchy side, which is cool if you get into that. And so he's doing really good, and we're thanking him for it. But Frank, and look, dude, you're doing perfect. We're at our first half of the Oh, look who showed up. This is Retro Cannon.
What's up, Cannon?
Everybody right now, go follow Retro Cannon. He's got a cool little channel. He doesn't have a ton of videos, maybe 15, but he already has like 140 subs. So he likes to open packs of cards and play old video games. So that's his channel. So hey, let's that's my son, by the way. Let's pay the bills, dude. Let's do some commercials. Couple things. Number one, I've got some papers here. Our next convention, Andy, is this one right here. Andy, I'm kind of sad we didn't go to Cajun Con, although we didn't go. There was a lot of important things. My daughter actually went to a College of Charleston thing, and I was hoping that I could go to Game Central Station, but it was the same time as well as Cajun Con. We didn't make it. It sounded like it was a phenomenal time. We were kind of booked to hang out outside. Maybe next time we'll get there, but our next convention is actually this. And my lighting is terrible. I still have not got the new plug. My plug actually caught fire on my lamp, which is crazy. But Peloton, that's the next convention we'll be at, and it is January 24th in Denham Springs. Then after that, we're going to be here. Morgan City RetroCon in February, March. And then even down the road, Louisiana RetroCon will be on that. And obviously St. Tammany Collectors Con again. We've got just a bunch of conventions coming up. Last time I was able to preach the gospel through Guardians of the Galaxy. It was such a great show. We had about 25 people between the two shows to kind of check it out. If you want to see that, it's on our front page, and it's in the reboot section. Reboot is down there behind the comments. It is it's our ministry where we go to conventions and just chat with people. And people that need prayer or whatever, we don't bash them over the head with the Bible. We just actually hang out with them, hug their necks, ask them what their favorite video games are. And then if they need prayer or they want to talk anything spiritual, we definitely talk about it. And we love that. And so with that being said, one of the things that we hand out at the conventions, Frank, you've never seen this. Dusty, I don't know if you've ever seen it either, but this is a book. It is the beta, if you will. It's just a prototype. And inside here are over 140 now, I think, Christian creators. Several of them have been in the chat. Religious Fanboy was in the chat. But yeah, several of those guys. And we hand this out at the conventions to other nerdy people that just want to go, you know what? I want to indulge in creative, nerdy, geeky content, but I would love for it to be with people kind of like-minded or at least people going in a space that I want to. So there's that. With that being said, you can always go to rushmorereboot.weebly.com. Andy is adding Andy and I haven't done one yet, but Andy had this bright idea that we're going to start weekly or monthly blogging. I added a section on a homepage, Andy, and we can add your first blog. He's doing some things on the Kiss albums. I'll let you talk on that, Andy, but you can actually go there and do a whole bunch of things. You can request a prayer. You can book us for one of your shows. You can ask a request to be on our show. You can see all the events we're going to be at. You can actually see all our socials, and you can follow along with a lot of stuff that we're doing. You can see what our ministry is all about. So that's rushmorereboot.weebly.com. So go over there and check that out. And if you want to download this for yourself, you can. It's on that channel. So Andy, let's what are you going to do in the blog? Why don't you share that and then share our 3 videos. Let's share Cellcast, let's share Village, and let's share one of our great friends, one of our members.
Yeah. So wanted to start doing, obviously we've been doing video content for now about to be 5 years, which is crazy. But we, I like to write some stuff and do some blogging stuff. So we're going to add a little blog to it. I don't know how many people are really interested in that. I'm just interested in writing it. So really to me, if you guys want, read it. Awesome. But my biggest fandom out of all of the things we talk about, I love movies, I love video games, I love all that stuff, but I love music, if you couldn't tell by the giant Kiss picture behind me. I had the bright idea, let me keep the Rushmore thing going, and I'm going to take a band, and I'm going to go through their discography, and I'm going to pick my Rushmore of each album, and then from that we'll put together a playlist that I can share, and you guys can essentially hear my best of that band, right? And I started with a big one. I started with Kiss. I'm only doing studio albums. That's still 20. So, 20 albums times, that's 80 songs that are going to be on this playlist, not including the live versions and all that kind of stuff. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So I've started going through researching, not researching, but just re-listening to stuff again. Kiss, my favorite band of all time. I have the guy tattooed on my body. I've got all kinds of Kiss stuff in this room here somewhere. I got all kinds of stuff. But anyway, so that'll be coming out soon. Because there's 20 albums, I will likely put one out every other day. So we're going to have a lot of activity on that blog side of the website. So look forward to that, but we'll do other blogs, not just that kind of stuff. Kirk will have his input on there. One big idea, and Kirk, I kind of floated this by you before, but this is something I think we can just kind of throw out into the tens of people that are watching here right now. I would love to start getting some more collaborators, and not everybody can collaborate on a live weekly thing, right? And obviously we love having our guests on, and we do that every week. But if there's anybody who's interested in participating in the blogging side of things and helping to contribute your fandom to the Rushmore Show, because listen, like we said, look, this is a great example. Frank is on the show today, and I'm going to bring you back on screen real quick. Frank's on the show, Super RPG Friends. If you know me, if somebody told me write a blog about an RPG, I would say, well, that's it for me. I've just never been an RPG guy. Just not my realm. But
Tragic.
If we have people, I do own one. I have Quest.
Which one? Hold on. Let's see.
Wait, you own more than one.
Yes! Yes! Dude, no, we just did that game, and we had, do you know the guy who runs the Quest 64 Blue Sky?
He doesn't.
Well, there's this guy who he only posts about Quest 64, and he genuinely was a really cool dude. But we had him on. We had a speedrunner on. I legitimately think, here it is, guys. Here it is for all of you here on the Rushmore Show. I think Quest 64, pretty decent game.
Oh, okay. Breaking news.
I thought he was about to say the best game.
No.
I was getting on the edge of my seat. I was like, wait, what is about to happen here?
Listen, the Nintendo 64, it has Ogre Battle 64 to contend with, so it can't be the best.
And do we consider
Ogre Battle 64 is the best RPG?
I will say this, Frank. I am the RPG guy here. I love RPGs tremendously.
Yeah,
to be an RPG.
So yeah, I'm a tremendous fan. So all right.
Anyway, but my point in saying that was that there's things that we don't have direct fandoms to, but our community does. So it was a thought that I had to have some contributors to.
And Dusty said, "Count me in for that." So yeah,
and then, basically you'll type something on your mind about your fandom, and we'll throw it up there. I mean, that's really
so let's do this. Share us. Speaking of fandoms, I love some good coffee. Share our favorite coffee.
The official coffee of the Rushmore Show. Check out the Village Coffee.
Let's face it, at-home coffee can be pretty stale. Coffee at home doesn't have to be boring. The Village Coffee is here to deliver the flavor. The Village Coffee roasts coffee every week and sells online. Go to villagebeans.com to order your coffee today and use discount code Rushmore for free shipping.
The Cellcast hosts Jacob and Drew review animated movies and TV shows, discussing what they appreciate about the medium in whatever form it takes, whether it's a traditional hand-drawn animated movie, claymation shorts, or a 3D CGI series. Check out some animated reviews when you subscribe to The Cellcast at thecellcast.podbean.com. And don't forget, Cell is spelled with a C and a single L at thecellcast.podbean.com. Step into the shadows with Dark Links Gaming, a retro-fueled live stream experience where Zelda reigns, chaos is random, and every win or loss is part of the adventure. From Ocarina of Time rando runs to deep dives into retro and modern classics, this channel is built for die-hard fans who love the grind. Join Dark Links Gaming at youtube.com/@DarkLinksGaming and connect on Discord or Instagram at AdventDarkLink.
And there
Hey,
are
good
our
stuff. So Street Fighter, they announced a Street Fighter there, Frank.
Yep. They showed an actual trailer for the live action Street Fighter movie.
Oh yeah, that looks
Yeah.
good actually. I've seen pictures.
Okay.
So
I
we have.
unashamedly love the other. The
So
old-
we did fighting.
I
we did,
love the OG. I'm a big fan of the OG Street Fighter.
we
movie.
did video game movies not long back, and Andy put that on his mountain. And also we've never done fighting games, and we have it booked
Could do that.
for January. So we'll be doing that one in January. Maybe February, but I think it's January. We're going to do our top 4 fighting games. Love Street Fighter. Awesome. It probably will make many of the mountains. But let's jump back into this and finish this mountain. Frank, you're up. This is Link. We just had Dark Link's commercial. And we share your number 2 best.
No one is going to guess this one. This is going to be one that none of you are going to be like, oh, dang. I had that in my honorable mentions. This is one that's kind of special to me. So you guys remember in The Matrix, right? The Matrix. Do you remember
the steak?
When Cypher sat down with Agent Smith and he ate the steak?
Yeah.
And he turned on the this is actually what steak tastes like.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the thing that made him go, maybe we'll just throw humanity. It's not a big deal. We'll just get him out of here. But the steak scene in the first Matrix movie, I think is one of the most, the illest illustration of just what good food can do to someone.
I'm just gonna shout this out. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Did you have it in your list?
I
Dude,
had it.
Hold on. High five. Put your hand up. Boom. All right. Cool.
I had it in my list. The Matrix is on my top 4 favorite movies of all time.
That was one of my things that I was like, I am surprised and impressed because
I definitely had this on my list because
no one's gonna mention this.
He
one.
basically Cypher basically goes out and says, listen, I really like the feeling of steak. Like, taste this. Like if you don't, this is why it's okay to still be in the Matrix. And it just flips the whole movie on edge. And it's like, oh yeah, like this dude is like, Neo wants out.
Well, it's crazy just what the fact that they turned on, they were like, this is the steak you eat now. Let me actually let you taste a real steak. That's such an interesting way to turn someone's allegiance to be like, hey, you thought this was good. It could be better. It's such an interesting way to turn someone from the perspective of the machine intelligence that the Matrix has to deal with. It's kind of just it's just genuinely impressive that they were able to pull that out and be like, this is the move. We can make something happen here and manipulate the entire resistance by giving this dude a real steak. That's awesome. That's awesome. And
that's
crazy.
the power of a well done steak. Not well done because it was actually cooked medium
a
rare.
steak that was done well.
It was perfect.
Not well
And I will
done.
say this: have you guys ever seen the YouTube channel Binging with Babish?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
I love
So
Babish.
he recreated that.
John
steak. That's his
Babish.
whole deal. Is he recreates meals from movies and TV and even animated things. And I remember his episode where he did this one. And but that is the kind of steak that I want. Just coming back from Argentina, we ate a ton of steak. So that's kind of their main deal out there. But yeah, this is a great pick. The Matrix, fantastic movie, fantastic saga of movies. Not that it's from that one, and not that it has anything to do with the food, but I always, every time, for whatever reason, I think of that. I think of the twins, and I think of the twins in Matrix with the white dreads, the albino twin type things.
Yeah.
But
the dudes who never show up ever again, they're just like, "Hey, we're here,
Why
look
were
out!"
they
and then
were
you never
cool.
see them again.
Yeah.
They were so cool. It's one of those things with every Matrix past the first one where you're just like, "What?"
I like
What?
the car chase scene. I think was in 3.
There's so many.
Was it in 2?
There's so many good like little scenes and like stuff like that in the second one. But it's one of those things where like when you look at the stuff that make those scenes, you're like, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, good Lord.
But that movie, I mean, when the first one came out, it was just like, is this what movies can do? Like,
The first one,
crazy.
yeah, that's the one. I mean, like, I love the first Matrix movie, and I tolerate the second and third. Like, there's parts about it that I like, but if we're going to talk about the Matrix, the main thing to talk about is definitely the first one, and not even. Yeah. I mean, I even think in the fourth one, there's a couple little things, but those are more fueled by nostalgia rather than fueled by like genuine cinematic envy.
Yeah.
Good pick, though. Good pick with the steak.
Great pick.
Like,
Matrix is
I'm
high level.
like I
movie
said,
for me.
I am super impressed that I wasn't alone on that. So
Good.
it.
It was definitely a thought for my mount today, but I avoided it mainly because I went the nostalgia route. But this was originally it was probably about the 3 or 4 for me. Matt, what you got for your number 2 though?
Real quick, Andy, I'm a big Tarantino person myself, and there's a movie you should see that you probably haven't. It's also written by a few other directors, directed and written, one of which is Robert Rodriguez. Not the one you're going to think of. It's called 4 Rooms. Look it up.
Yes.
Oh, if you've seen it,
yes.
Good, because it's
Great movie.
I can't say enough about that movie, and that's all I'm going to say. So,
4 Rooms is got a heck.
Yeah.
It's well written as well. It's got a heck of a twist, man.
It does. So my number 2, which is kind of ironic because the title itself is food related, but the movie is not. But then the scene is at the same time. So you'll understand real quick. The Breakfast Club.
Nice. Yes. That was mentioned.
Okay.
Yes, but what's key about this is it's the scene when they all whip out their lunches or lack thereof lunches, and each lunch describes the character to a T. Where you have Molly Ringwald's character has the sushi and she's the princess, and then you have the athlete, which is Emilio Estevez, and he's got a gigantic amount of food in brown bags. And then you have Michael Anthony Hall, who's got his little mom made him his perfect little homemade lunch, and then you have, of course, the kleptomaniac, and she just has this weird concoction with a pixie stick on, for a finisher in the sandwich. And then, of course, Judd Nelson with nothing, because it shows almost like a class structure and a school structure of social interaction, and there's the hierarchies they all go through, and that starts a very interesting set of conversations in that scene particularly, and it's unforgettable. It's one of those things. It's like it's so well written, so just it's so story driven. Just that scene alone with them doing that. And I think that's great.
That's a great point, because there's and Frank, kind of like your last pick too. It's one thing for like the food to just be appealing and to be maybe even funny or whatever in that scene, but when it adds to the cinema, like so obviously the steak, we talked about that, but even this is such a why is that scene beautiful?
I think food is a universal language.
Very much so.
Food is something that if it is truly good food, you could give to someone who you don't speak the same language as, you don't live the same life as, anything. But if it is truly good food, you can feed it to them and they will look at you with a feeling that you can understand. You know,
this is one of those good things about New Orleans, Andy.
Yeah.
Whenever people
New
come
Orleans
in,
was
you bring them
great.
to the food, and you're like, "Hey, my grandma made this," and everybody just can break bread.
I was just in Chicago, and Chicago is a huge food city. I had such a good time. I had legitimate Szechuan Chinese food and like that. Oh, dude. And I love, like American, like New York style Chinese food, but this was something that was something special. I think food is just a universal language. Good food transcends boundaries. Good food transcends language, all of that. And I think that's one of those things that makes it so truly special. You don't need to speak the same language as someone. You don't need to have lived the same life as someone. But if you serve them food with purpose and love, they're going to feel it.
Yeah. I totally agree.
It's insane, I mean, food can do a lot. You can break the ice, break bread, as you say, but also, a meal can tell a story, not just, and that's what it did here. It personified each of the character, literally.
Yeah, it was like character development through their lunch.
Through their lunch, absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool. I love that's just good writing. Good writing.
Yeah.
John Hughes, man, absolutely.
Yeah, and we actually did a whole episode on just John Hughes movies with Alex, and so that was a fun show. And Captain, my captain in Iraq, he came on, and that was the first time he came on, and we did John Hughes movies. I wouldn't have thought of that one right off the bat, and when he said it, we're like, "Oh yeah, absolutely, let's do it." So,
Sean said it. Oh no, yeah, Sean said it right here. Just a few comments back. Breakfast Club lunch scene.
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Sean, and Sean's got some other good ones on there too that I thought about picking this afternoon or this evening, but this one, I don't know that any of y'all are going to have it, but while you were talking, Frank, you were, talking about how food, brings people together. This scene brings people together, right? And
which one? Let's hear it. I'm excited.
Yeah. So I went 1984. I went 1986. Now I'm at 1985. I'm going to go 77% people at Rotten Tomatoes, 91 of the audience loves it. So this is a great movie for all real fans. I'm going with my boy Chunk and Sloth, Baby Ruth. Listen,
my brother, man, you hit him real good with that.
My third adventure movie today. This is another adventure movie, which this just reminds me of my childhood. It's not nearly as good storytelling, but this is the part where he's like, "Sloth love Chunk." Right in the beginning, he's like he throws this like half melted candy bar at him because he's nervous. And he just like rips it apart and starts eating Baby Ruth. And that scene. So look, when you talk about my criteria, when I think of a movie, this is the scene. You think of the pirate ship, you think of the kiss, you think of One-Eyed Willie, and you've got to talk about Sloth and the. Baby Ruth. I just saw Lego is bringing out their first set of the pirate ship, and it's got all of them on there. And I was like, oh yeah, I got it. There's a great part with the Baby Ruth, and this is one of my all-time favorite movies of all time. Matrix, all-time favorite movie of all time. We just keep going down this memorable lane, and nothing like epic, nothing like, oh, this is a great meal. It's just one piece of food, but it is such a big moment of many of us 80s childhood.
And
is
I'm
the
with
Goonies.
you on that because I definitely like that food in the context of, you know, what's going on in the Matrix universe. It's shared like survival. It's shared survival, and it's the first time you see it in there where instead of being something that's purely them trying to like live for themselves or discover more, that's a scene where that they break bread and they share it with each other.
Right.
And I think it's a powerful scene because of that, because it's not something that happens multiple times over the franchise. It's something that happens in that initial like onboarding, I guess I would say,
Yeah.
to like, you know, the human resistance.
Barry coming in hot with Lady and the Tramp. I thought about that, but I didn't do any cartoons. Laurel and Hardy Pie, that my dad would absolutely love. Fight to Cool Hand. Listen, the 50 eggs, he has to eat them in like 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
That is a really cool scene. And then Almost Heroes Scrambled Egg. Hey, Barry, thanks for being here. I watched, I was kind of lurking in the background of that radio station you were hanging out in the other day. Thanks for turning us on to that good little Christian radio station. But hey, thanks for being here, Barry. You're always a great person and a great fan. Andy, Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, this is hey you guys. I mean,
Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
everything about this movie is. I mean, the movie we've talked about plenty. It is
And great cast too. Sean Astin, Josh Brolin,
probably the
Corey
most,
Feldman, Jeff Cohen, John Matzek.
I
I
don't know
mean,
many people who
That
like,
is a good
like the
freaking
Goonies.
cast, man.
Who
Hard to
not many
beat.
people would say I don't like the Goonies. I mean, that's
hey,
just
speaking
and
of Josh
also
Brolin, did you see
Cindy
for
Lauper.
Halloween this year he dressed up as himself from
Yeah,
Uh,
I did.
from Goonies? Hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a great.
And
it's a
now
great
he's
show.
like a big dude because of Thanos, right? And all the other little things that he's been doing recently.
Well,
Nobody ever really
yeah.
thinks of him anymore as this character, but he was a big part, man, getting strapped in. Goonies is just, I mean, it is epic. I watch it all the time. I watched it with the kids not long back, and you talk about video games. It was Goonies 2 was supposed to be the sequel of the movie, which was kind of cool that they did that. It wasn't the greatest game, but it was still nostalgic for me and a lot of fun. I just love this franchise. I wish they would kind of revisit it again. I'm not that guy that says don't touch my properties. I wish they would just kind of revisit it again. It'd be probably kind of cool. But yeah, Goonies, Baby Ruth, man.
Good pick. Good pick.
All right, man. Andy, what's your link?
Yeah, my link. I am now venturing into television realm.
Of course you are.
I'm gonna go here, and I'm just gonna give you a line, and you're gonna know. I believe this one scene is potentially the most iconic in the TV show. Potentially, I mean, there's a billion you could pick. It has nothing to do with the episode, but when you see it, it's almost like a beautiful train wreck. And we're going to start with the trick is to undercook the onions. Everyone is going to get to know each other in the pot. Of course, I'm talking The Office, Kevin Malone's chili spill. The chili spill scene in The Office might be the best scene in The Office. I mean, it's hard to pick what the best scene is from The Office. If you know me, you know me. The Office is one of my favorite shows of all time. It is like 1B for me. I'm a Parks and Rec guy, 1A, but 1B is The Office. I mean, you can give me either
The
one.
Office and Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, Trailer Park Boys is one too. But
yeah, my band. That's what I like to hear.
And it's Kevin is like one of those lovable, like, he fails all the time, but you just love him so much. And he says in this scene, he says, it's probably the thing I do best. And he's so proud of it. He's so he's telling you how to make the chili, and the sheer just gasps and horror and trying to scoop the chili off of the carpet using paper. It is one of I die laughing every time this scene
It's
comes on.
memorable to an end.
It's if you don't like mess, you don't like this scene. I get it, but it's like it's seeping into the carpet. It's a huge pot, first of all, of that. Also, there was a interview that that Kevin or Berngarder or whatever his name, anyway, Kevin Malone, Brian Berngarder, sorry, that he did, and he said the way that they had to he had to intentionally pour it over some kind of way because of how it was in there. There's a lot of even back stuff to that, but it's just a cold open to one of the shows. It has nothing to do with the rest of the episode. It's just the opening scene right before the opening theme song, the chili spill scene, one of the most iconic TV moments, I believe, at least for The Office, and obviously spilling a bowl of chili, a whole pot of chili.
Yeah.
I knew this was going to be there. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised it's not number one. You did mention a movie a couple of weeks ago when we kind of brought this topic up, or at least a scene that I think could possibly be vying for the next one. But if that doesn't go there, I have no idea what would go before this, just because I know how much you love this show. And when we were talking about TV food, I put together about 6, and this was on my list, even though I'm not a huge Office fan. That's how important. I love The Office. Don't get me wrong. Me and you, we did a show on it. Our top 4 characters from Office versus our top 4 characters of the Goldbergs, because that was our shows, and that was fun. But yeah, I love this. Good pick. I hear you guys shouting in the back. You like some Office, guys?
That's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah,
it's super good.
Fell in love with the original British, which unfortunately was very short-lived, and then they took it to the U.S. and then further expanded many seasons of it after the first 2.
Have any of you guys watched the latest thing, the new Office? What do they call it? The paper company or whatever?
I haven't watched it yet.
Haven't yet.
You know what we started
I haven't
watching?
watched it yet either.
We started watching St. Dennis Medical, which is kind of like that type of show.
But it's in a hospital, right?
It's in a hospital. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun.
There's another one that it's like a school, like a
Abbott Elementary.
Yeah. I want to check that one out. After I heard that they did the crossover with Always Sunny, I was like, okay, I'll check them out.
Yeah, I love The Office. Kevin Malone's chili.
Yeah, good pick. All right, so now we're at number 1, the best ever. Frank, what's your favorite movie food moment of all time? Now, this is big talk. That's number 1, the George.
So this is going to be one that you probably weren't expecting. But do you guys remember American Pie?
Oh,
who doesn't? Who doesn't?
I'm gonna say the best food scene in cinema is the one you're all thinking of for American Pie.
And we can move on to the next one. No, yeah, I know exactly.
We just ate all of it.
I'm just saying it's a scene we still talk about. We have. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason that What's Her Face has a career anymore.
Yeah.
It's a iconic scene despite the crudeness of it.
My only problem with this is both pie situations that we've brought up tonight have been horrific.
So, it gets worse. You think it was bad? Just wait till number 1.
Oh gosh. Okay, we're gonna continue, but the pie deserves more respect. Is all I'm saying.
It does, but it wasn't intentional. It just happened to be this way for me. You'll see.
Yeah, this is a great pick. I mean, if we're being honest about iconic food TV or movie moments, this it's the name.
That's
of the
not
movie.
the one you would think of. Yeah, man, it is. It's not what you would think of when we're talking about like a meal being eaten. But if we're going to talk about iconic scenes that involved food, it's absolutely in the conversation.
I will say this. I remember when this movie came out. I was the young, early 20-something, late teenager, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And I absolutely love this scene, and I remember loving this movie. And I remember when the movie came out, I couldn't quite understand why they called it American Pie. I remember being like,
Yep.
that's kind of weird. And then, you think, oh, well, maybe it's from the movie. I mean, the music, the song, Bye Bye Miss American Pie, that kind of thing. I'm like, oh, is it maybe about that? And then when that thing happened, I remember, I think I actually saw this in the theater. I remember wherever I was at. I remember wherever I was at, all the people, whether I was watching it, I can't just being like, oh my goodness.
Mhm. It was
And
shocking. It was shocking. It was
shocking.
I think I think that film enacted a decade long cinematic like tradition of crude humor. I really think that the success of that showed that crude humor is something that can generate ticket sales. You know,
then we got the Van Wilders and all that stuff after.
And and like epic movie, and there was
American
good
Pie
ones,
17,
and
The
there
Next
was bad
Generation.
ones.
I'm leaving.
I feel like Old School was around that time too, wasn't it?
Old School. That's a good one. That's a good one. I love Old School. Yep, Frank. Exactly. I am contractually obligated to like that movie because of Frank the Tank. Like it's just the way it works.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Kirk. I think you say you hated Old School.
So what's funny, Andy, you had mentioned. Wait, kind of side note. You had mentioned that some potential topics to do in music coming forward. And I didn't ask you about movies, but you mentioned to do like a taste redemption type music. And I was thinking if we did a movie one, this would be high on my list. Because I remember the first time that I watched Old School, I hated it. Hated it. Like, I don't remember what it was. I was probably in a bad mood. I don't know what it was, but I hated it. And then I can tell you right now, it's one of my favorite comedies of all time.
And you like
that first
impression. Like, if I don't like Farrell, Vince Vaughn, like I can understand not liking that movie, but you like those guys.
I like them now. I don't know that I found them as extremely funny back then, but I do love them now tremendously. So, good pick. I like this pick. I like where you're going. And this is why this is the Rushmore Show, like everybody is on your own journey. Like we kind of feel like it's really hard to pick the GOATs, Frank, like the best of all time. And that's why our show is more like, what's your best of all time? And I love that. Good job. So, Matt, finish off your mountain.
Andy's going to hate me.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Well, in keeping with this odd pie theme that both Frank and I just had, I had my first pick. This was purely unintentional, but I took an approach upon picking all four of mine really as more memorable, but not necessarily my true top four. Because this one, if you know it or have been aware of it at all, really sticks with you. Okay? So, have any of you seen the movie called The Help?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Then you know where I'm going with this?
Yeah. Help is a fantastic movie.
Okay, so...
Yeah, I know where you're going.
1960s Jackson, Mississippi. Racism and all kinds of horrible things still going on. The main character works for a very horrible woman played by Bryce Dallas Howard. Octavia Spencer was the woman. She gets fired over for some silly racist thing, and in an apparent reconciliation, the main character who was fired bakes one of her signature chocolate custard pies that everybody lusts over and wants, and it's like one of those things you have to try. And she brings it to her former employer at the time to make a peace offering. And the former employer has some pie. And after she has the pie, she reveals that the special ingredient was her own doo-doo. And she says to her, "Eat my shizzle." So you'll see where it goes. It's not a comedy at all. But that scene, holy mackerel, that'll stick with you till the end of time. More than the pie scene I mentioned earlier, more than even American Pie, because it's one of those things that you're like, what just happened?
Andy says we need some justice for pie.
It wasn't intentional. It just kind of like I was trying to hit some really big hitters that were like things that sock you in the head, and this was definitely one of them.
I saw this on a couple lists. The Help was a fantastic movie.
Absolutely.
I have not seen it, but I don't. Matter of fact, I've probably only seen it once. I remember watching it and seeing this scene and being like, "What? That is crazy."
It's insane.
But it's one of those, like Color Purple, one of those Django Unchained. Like it's very African American driven to talk about a lot of the exploitation and the racism in the world. And they're like maids or whatever, and it's just a cool depiction. And you kind of like to see. You talk about justice for the pie. You like to see justice served. So this is a good pick. Really excellent movie. Probably close to the 100 score if I was to look it up on the IMDb and such. I bet it's pretty high. So I mean, it's just a guess. So good pick. Hey Siri, what's an actual good pie from a movie? Well, I got one, Andy. I do got one. I got one for you.
We're getting justice for the pie. I have not seen this movie, but I no longer want pie.
I've got some justice, but first, let's see. Frank, do you know Help? Do you know The Help?
The Help?
The movie The Help. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
What do you think about the pie scene in The Help?
Yeah.
It's a little painful. But that's a pretty decent pick as a surprise pick. That's for sure.
Yeah. I
will
agree.
say, all jokes aside, what a way to get back at somebody, though. Can you imagine, like, oh, yeah, you like that pie? Guess what's in it? Boom. And then, yeah, I mean, that's just.
So, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, so I'm going to come in. Let me tell you my George. I did 84. I did 85. I did 86. Not in that order. I think it was 85,
I
86,
think Claire
84.
Obscure just won Game of the Year. Yep. Claire Obscure just won Game of the Year.
Sweet.
Yeah. If you haven't played it, as the RPG guy, as the dude who literally is super RPG friends, go play Claire Obscure. It's one of the best turn-based RPGs I've ever played. And it deserves Game of the Year. All right,
Excellent.
I had to make sure that I put that stamp on it because I'm very proud of that team for what they did with that game.
It is a spectacular game. I played most of it.
Yes, agreed. Spectacular game.
Awesome. Well, thanks for shouting that out. Like, we'll have to make something of that. But man, what is this saying here? Oh, yeah. Andy, you talked about some justice for the pie. I got a little bit. 84, 85, 86. I'm going 1990 this time.
Ooh.
It's crazy. 3 out of my 4 movies are Corey Feldman movies. I'm going to just give you a little quote. Wise men say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza. I'm going with the pizza in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Absolutely.
The original movie. I mean, it's the biggest thing in the franchise as far as food goes. But this scene is one of those scenes that I still say quite a bit when we talk about food delivery, right? And you don't normally get pizza delivered to your door like we used to as much, but with Uber Eats and all the other things, this always comes up. And as a Ninja Turtle fan, this is my childhood, man. I just named 4 bangers of the movies, and I didn't even realize Feldman was in 3 out of the 4. But so he was in Stand By Me, he was in Goonies, he was in this. But anyways, I'm going with pizza pie, Andy, and I'm going the unforgettable scene where the pizza driver's looking for whatever and a half. I can't remember the address, but it's like 36 and a half, and Mikey's hanging out in the sewage under him. He's like, just throw it through, keep the change, that type of thing. And anyways, the whole thing is he's late finding him, and he doesn't want to pay him. So anyways, good. That's where I'm going with my George.
That is you took a Benjamin. That was probably my 5. There is something about pizza on movies, and specifically this one, the way that the cheese pulls, that you're like, how did they even achieve that? It is a great pick. I love this.
And look, since we've got the guys on here, we never asked. Are I'm just assuming, because you guys are nerds, geeks, and all that, that you at least like the Turtles at one level or another, right?
I had a shrine growing up. I saw the movie,
Perfect.
the first movie I saw in the theater and local theater. I still like them, but not, I was a hardcore back then.
On my list is the TMNT2 pizza opening. That's on my list, so I definitely.
All right, so here's the thing.
Love the TMNT.
We like to do personality tests.
Oh yes,
this is a personality test.
Who's your favorite turtle?
Who's the George of the Turtles? Who's number 1?
I'm a Leonardo man through and
Okay,
through.
Matt, where are you going?
I mean, if you base it off of back then, I mean, not that it really makes any difference now, but I was a hardcore Michelangelo guy at the time.
Yeah, so
little Michelangelo, we love to see it.
Michelangelo is the party dude. I usually tend to go to the guy that nobody ever really picks. I'm going Donatello. Donatello was the nerdy and the geek.
Man.
The nerd, the geek, and he was the best in the video games of all time.
Best. He's got the longest range. That's my boy.
And he was the nerd. He was the geek. I relate it most to him. Always kind of cast back, and I loved how he always invented the things. I do love Mikey. Actually, I love all of them for one way or another. Leonardo's the great leader. Raphael was always the coolest, and then Mikey was always the most fun. So it's always a fun thing to chat about the Turtles. So, Andy, finish off our George. Let's do some honorable mentions.
Yeah. So I actually came prepared with a show and tell.
I love that
for my George.
I hope it's not a pie.
It's not a pie, but I do love the justice for the pizza pie. Not pie I was thinking, but I like where we went there. Guys, sit back and relax and enjoy this short clip video of my George.
It's preparing the Krabby Patty.
The Krabby Patty
Bravo. That
has
is a good
to
one.
be the number. The Krabby Patty, man. This is central to the plot of many episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants. If you know me, you know I love SpongeBob SquarePants. I remember 1998. This show debuts. I began watching it with my dad as a wee old 9-year-old. I'm watching it, and to this day, now I don't like the new episode. Things have changed over the years, but going back and watching old episodes, quoting things from it, but the Krabby Patty in general, there are just episodes. I mean, I think about scenes where when Squidward tries the Krabby Patty for the first time, and they zoom in on his teeth reaching out of his jaw to take the tiniest nibble of it. I think of the episodes where SpongeBob forgot the pickles on the Krabby Patty, although he did not forget the pickles on the Krabby. I think of the episode where and they're all one the Krabby Patty. I think when they added the Krusty Krab pizza to things. I think of Plankton. His whole premise is to get the secret recipe for the Krabby Patty. This is central to this TV show. And I had to give some love to the second hamburger on my list, believe it or not. But I'm going with the Krabby Patty.
So you went cartoon. I love it. And I love that you love this. Hey, look, I got this guy.
There he is.
Every time SpongeBob's mentioned, I have to bring it up. I moved here to do homeless ministry, and the very last homeless guy that I helped during the ministry time, before I left, gave me this and said, "Don't ever forget me." And it's just something. He's like, "This is all I got." I was like, "Man, that's really cool."
And also, hats off to Matt for traveling down to Bikini Bottom. I see that there. This is one of the most brilliantly written shows of all time.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, just knocked it.
I mean, you
out.
don't even have to be a SpongeBob fan. If you just watch it for the wittiness, it's a little irritating sometimes if you don't really like that kind of stuff. But it's a really well-written show. Good job. I'm surprised for the pick, only because I believe you made this your George of the last one, or at least close to it. But it's rightfully up on the top of the mountain where it needs to be.
Yeah. Matt, let me
You guys like SpongeBob?
Fan of SpongeBob?
I was hardcore for the longest time. I drowned my niece in it when she was growing up. I was out of high school when it came out, so you're a lot younger than I am. I'm same as Kirk. Not that we're old, but older. I like the old stuff because unfortunately we lost the creator a couple of years ago. So I haven't seen many of the new episodes, if not really any of them, and I still cherish the classic SpongeBob. You got just Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. You got all of that stuff, and Plankton, and just it all
is afoot.
sticks. It just all sticks with you to this
Hey,
day.
I see a hot dog in there. Look at that.
He's a hot dog. That boy
There you
right
go.
there, I tell you what, he's a hot dog.
It's a
That's my
corgi, huh?
boy. That's my boy, I tell you what. What you doing, boy? He's like, I'm done. All right, that's all. I had to get that in there. The
Yep.
boy was demanding it.
He was demanding it. Do you like SpongeBob?
Yeah, I'm a SpongeBob fan, man. I was born in '89. That was one that I enjoyed growing up.
Andy, you were born in '89, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah,
and- So these two are the same age. We're the same age, man.
Listen, all right. I really don't count though because my birthday is December 8th. I wasn't even in '89 for a full year. I'll come out and say it right now.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, by the way. We
thank
talked
you.
about that.
I can
Thank
wish
you.
you
I
a happy birthday
appreciate
again.
it. Thank you.
I was born August, so I'm not much far off of you. So
All right, so good picks, everybody. Now it's time for the honorable mentions. Honorable mentions is a fun little game. Hey, Frank, you never heard this before, so I'll share it to you the first time, and anybody that's in the chat. We always we're trying to figure out a second portion of the show, and we used to do all these different things, which I think, Andy, I think I would love to entertain bringing some of those back in 2026.
Entertain
And some of them were like trivia shows or different kind of games, and then we landed on the honorable mentions just really for no other reason. While we were thinking back, was just to get more things to maybe ping the algorithm. Just like, let's talk about some other things that we haven't talked about. But what we found out, Frank, was that Benjamin Franklin potentially was the fifth guy on the mountain. And that's what they were talking about. So he just missed the mountain. We're going to find out what just missed our mountain tonight. We call it All About the Benjamins. Let's get to our second segment.
And we're going to get to it now.
All right, so here's the order, Frank. You're first. You went first. Dusty's second. I'm third. Andy's fourth. Now, in the second round, it goes backwards. So it's Andy, me, and then Matt, and then you. And then you're going to go in the third round. So you get back-to-back picks, second and third pick, Frank. But you get the first pick and the last pick. So you get four more
I
picks.
just noticed Matt's background. Sorry. He's doing it.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Frank, so here's the deal. We cannot mention anything that's already been on the show, guys. And if somebody says it, it's now off limits for this part of the show. So, Frank, what is the first thing that you can think of that missed all our mountains that should be out here chatted about? And by the way, we don't have to go into a whole big long story. we're just kind of throwing out good ones. You obviously could talk about it.
I got
Yeah,
you. So there's a movie that did one singular thing good. Nothing else was done well. It's called The Birds of Prey. It was a DC movie, but there is a scene where Harley Quinn monologue making the perfect breakfast sandwich. Just mwah, mwah, perfect. And that is the only good thing about that movie.
Yep.
But boy, howdy, does that lady describe the literal perfect breakfast sandwich. And as a breakfast sandwich man, I love it.
I don't know that I've seen Birds of Prey.
It's not.
Don't.
It's forgettable.
Don't. Just look up the scene that I'm talking about. Do not watch it.
Just watch it.
I want that breakfast sandwich right now.
Just look up the video. Don't watch the movie.
I'll look it up. Yep. All right, Matt. What's your next one that missed the mountain?
I'm gonna do another mobster movie. Godfather. Maybe not necessarily the scene you think. Leave the gun and take the cannoli.
Yes. Good pick. Another great all-time mobster movie, and a good scene, iconic scene. All right, so told you guys my criteria was going to kind of change, and of course, you kind of ate it up a little bit. Two of you ate it up for me by taking The Christmas Story and Elf. My second set, it is Christmas season. I was going to go with some of the top 4 that missed the mountain that are relevant to the Christmas season.
I like that.
And you guys already took 2. I'm going to take my favorite movie of all time, just because I need to, as far as Christmas goes. I'm going with the turkey scene with Clark Griswold, Vacation, and it's a little dry. Listen, this is my favorite comedy of all time. It's my favorite Christmas movie of all time. Elf is amazing to me. This is what we watch when we trim the tree.
Elf. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
they want you to say Grace.
Yeah, Grace. Grace died 15 years ago. Yeah. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. You couldn't hear that if it was driving through a nitroglycerin plant. Yeah, I love that movie. Andy, you're up. You get back to back.
Just an absolute crime that this one wasn't mentioned, and I'm part of the criminals because I didn't mention it, but it has to go, is the chocolate cake scene from Matilda.
So I thought that might be the one that you picked. Bruce and the chocolate cake and Matilda, right?
The reason it didn't make my list is I don't like chocolate on chocolate on chocolate on chocolate.
I hate it, actually.
That's what that cake is.
Yeah.
But as far as iconic movie scenes involving food, I don't know if you get much more iconic, at least for like the 90s kid.
So it's on my mountain, but I kind of had a feeling you were going to pick it. So in your top 4, and I'm surprised.
Yeah,
so.
and my next pick is going to be a repeat from when we talked about animated food, because I can't have this list and not talk about it.
Yeah,
it's the one anime that I truly love, and it's all of the food from Spirited Away.
Yes,
it tells a story. That movie, it's so much so that I don't love anime, but I don't even watch it as it's an anime, right? Like it's just a beautiful movie. I love that one. So all of the food from the bathhouse and everything in that, it just looks beautiful. It's a great movie, great food.
By the way, National Lampoon's was 1989. Elf would have been my oldest movie today. You mentioned it, Andy. That's 2003. Christmas Story was 83. So almost all my movies were 80s, early 90s. This one that I'm coming in now is another 1990. Andy, it's on your Christmas list. It is going to be a lovely cheese pizza just for me.
Oh, yeah.
Keep the change, you filthy animal. The whole scene of Kevin in Home Alone ordering his own pizza, setting up the whole deal. The food's all over the place, nothing but junk food. And that is another set of pizza that just looks amazing. It's just cheese pizza.
There's
But
some
yeah.
other foods in that movie.
Here's a fun fact about that movie. The Angels with Filthy Souls movie with the Filthy Change was done just for that.
It's a fake movie. Yeah.
Just that fake movie, just for that scene. Keep your
Merry
change, you
Christmas.
filthy
Keep
animal.
the change,
So that would have been my
you
top
filthy
4
animal.
Christmas. I got 2 others that aren't Christmas that are going to come up next.
I'm
Go.
going to give you to the count of 10 to get your no good, sorry keister off of my before I pump you full of lead. 1,
1,
2,
Oh,
10. I love that movie so much.
such a classic.
All right, Matt, you're up.
Well, I got so many good ones here, but I think I'm going to do another kind of off the road situation. Nobody's talked about alcohol for reasons, and then that's, it's about wine. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a children's movie, and it's a battle of wits.
Oh.
The Princess Bride, the iocane powder scene.
Oh.
Nice. He's going to get his memorabilia.
I'm glad somebody's in the fan too as well. Yeah, like the figures, I guess, right?
Yeah, he's got. And then who's your other one?
And the Dread Pirate Roberts, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Harry
Yes. One of the greatest fantasy movies of all time. My wife doesn't get it.
Really? That's a beautiful love story on top of everything else.
My wife just doesn't like fantasy movies. That's it. But I love fantasy. I love everything to do with it. It's one of the reasons I love RPGs, because I do love just the whole fantasy genre as far as movies go as well. I mentioned it to my friend today at work. I was like, I wish you had more time. That's not what I wish. I wish
that
that
movie on the movie quotes.
Yeah, I wish that there were more really, really good fantasy movies that weren't 4 hours long.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like that's the anyways, we're gonna go a whole nother diatribe with that. Frank, you get 2 picks. You got the end of the 2nd round, beginning of the 3rd round. Go back to back.
So my number 1 for this one is, y'all remember a Goofy movie?
Oh
gosh.
Andy,
you remember
that's your jam.
That hippie dude with that big old
Leaning Tower of
Leaning
Jesus.
Tower of Jesus. Yeah, that's my pick for that.
That's Pauly Shore.
Yeah, that is Pauly Shore.
I love it. And then the other one, I don't know if you guys have seen Ponyo.
Oh,
It's a it's a Miyazaki film.
Yep.
But the Ponyo scene where they make ramen, it resonates with me for one reason or another. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it definitely, every time I see it, I remember it. I love that scene.
Yeah, that's look. Hey, that's the 2nd appearance there. I think when you stepped out, I did Spirited Away. All of the food.
Yep.
Oh heck yeah, the Spirited Away, that's on my list too.
Yeah,
the Spirited Away Pig Out Fest,
movie.
literally and figuratively, is so good.
Yeah, good pick. Good pick,
All right,
everybody.
coming back to you, Matt. What's next on your list? Just missed the mountain.
Here's a good one. It's a little silly, memorable. I'm sure we've all seen it. 1988, Big. Tom Hanks when he's at the fancy party eating the little corn like it's a full corn of cob of corn.
Oh, good pick.
Come on.
That's a good movie.
That is a great movie, actually.
That's a memorable scene. That's just funny because, the childlike whimsy of him, because he is a child, and, it's funny, and you do remember that, among other things.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So many good picks left, and I'm going off. I'm trying to see where I'm going to go. Actually, I know where I'm going to go with this one. I don't know where I'll go in the next one. I'm going to say one that was mentioned in the chat, but definitely an older movie. One of my favorite actors of all time, comedians. Going with Gene Wilder, man. I'm going Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And I think the most memorable scene, obviously, when Augustus falls in the river, that's a big one. But I think even more so is when they are drinking the fizzy drinks, Grandpa and Charlie, and they got to burp their way back down. Yeah. Get the everlasting gobstopper. I mean, it can go on and on and on and on. But Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And by the way, Grandpa was the villain in that movie. I'm just saying. Like, what a lazy piece of junk that dude was. I'm going to be in
They'll
bed.
get up out of
until
the
you-
bed. You're like,
Yeah. Anyways. All right. So, Andy, you get back-to-back picks, and I'm trying to pick what I'm going to go next. I hope you don't pick what I'm about to pick.
Yeah.
All
right. Classic. It's another one that just feels like it just falls into your lap. I've got to do this one here. And I am going to go with the spaghetti and meatballs from Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, yeah, that did fall right
scene,
in your.
It's just such an iconic scene. Yeah, I got to do that one. And then the last one, this is funny because in this scene, it's almost painted as if this is just a normal breakfast. But if I were like, I'd be living like a king eating this. And it's from a little known disaster movie. Maybe you've heard of it. It's about a tornado. It's called Twister. And the breakfast scene in Twister of steak and eggs is insane. If you haven't gone back and seen this, these things are like T-bone steaks, and she's cooking like 15 of them, and eggs and toast and all of this stuff, and it's like that's just breakfast. I mean, I that's living like a king. Go back and look at the scene, the breakfast scene in Twister, and tell me how in the world is that what breakfast is? I mean, if whatever universe I have to live in to have that for breakfast, these steaks are like chuck roasts. They're like 3 inches thick. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm going the breakfast scene in Twister.
Man, I got so nervous just now. Because you're like, it's a little known scene. It's in a disaster movie.
Oh my god!
I'm like, bro, are you really? I mean, of all, like, you're gonna. But I'm gonna do something. It's a little known scene, 1998. It's also a disaster movie, a different kind of disaster. It's on my disaster movie list of all time. I'm going with Grace Stamper and AJ Frost. A little animal cracker scene.
Nice.
That really isn't an animal. Is it a cracker? Why do we call it a cookie? Like, I'm going with Armageddon and Liv Tyler and Ben Affleck.
That scene. I mean, how old was I when that movie came?
1998.
Yeah,
You were-
I was 9.
You were
I was
9.
9 years old. Imagine why I liked animal crackers as much as I did.
Yeah. I mean, I love that movie. I think it's so underrated. I know it's kind of like the Nickelback of movies. Like, people hate on it for absolutely no reason. It's Michael Bay, but I think it's just fantastic. I will watch that movie today and cry immediately. I will, especially when Bruce Willis hits that thing and sends him off. Yeah.
I don't want to close my eyes.
Oh gosh, don't get me started. Hey, so look, I just closed mine down. You boys, Matt and Frank, we're gonna close y'all down. Matt, what's your last that needs to be talked about today?
So this is not a self-promo because the movie I'm going to talk about, I did a very large 42-minute video about because I love this movie. Probably one of my favorite science fiction movies, short of Star Wars, Tron, and a few others. 1993's Demolition Man.
Oh, yeah.
And this
movie.
What I'm specifically talking about, because there's a few things you could talk about, is how Taco Bell was the only surviving franchise that won the war, the franchise war.
5-star restaurant.
Yes.
5-star
He's like,
restaurant.
Taco Bell, really? He goes,
It's peak. It's peak.
yeah.
Listen,
And
all
I'm
kidding
still
aside,
curious. What do you do with the shells?
So apparently Demolition Man 2 is supposed to be in works. And I'm hoping that is
I could see, yeah, because I mean, Wesley and him were in the Expendables 3, I think it was. So, yeah, you know.
It almost feels like it's been too long, though.
Simon
It has.
Phoenix, baby. Simon Phoenix.
But real quickly, Taco Bell's not a 5-star restaurant, but it gets a lot more hate than it deserves. Taco Bell's really good.
It's good for a quick thing, if you want to call it Mexican food. But yeah, it is. It's not terrible.
Love me a crappy Taco Bell steak quesadilla. One of my favorites. I know it's bad, but I love
pleasures, man. Guilty pleasures.
Yep, guilty
Hey,
pleasure.
it's definitely a
without
guilty
doubt.
pleasure of mine for sure. Look at that. Look at that.
There it is. That's what we like to see, baby.
And then you can even make it cooler by doing this number.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
You remember this?
I was going to say you're going to pull up Jar Jar, but you didn't pull out Jar Jar. All the ones you didn't pull out.
He's the only one that I have, but I had to get
Jar
him
Jar.
for this one.
All right, Frank, what's your last one ever? Yo, Barry, we're finishing up. Thanks for coming on back.
What up, Barry, baby? I would say my final honorable mention. I have a list that I'm trying to figure out which one. Okay. Have you guys seen it's a little bit of a newer film. It's called The Platform. It's a Netflix movie.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
So just like a super quick thing, it's like some kind of a like correctional facility where they make everyone gets like asked what their favorite food is. And at the top of this elevator, everyone's favorite food is made. And it's this like beautiful scene of people making this gorgeous food. And the way that it works is that the people on the top floor you can eat whatever you want. And as you go down, it's like, I know that it's a dystopian movie. Yeah. So it's like, do you worry about the people underneath you? And that's the whole thing. But just the food scenes of them putting together all of these delicious foods is something that did stick with me throughout the whole thing. Honestly, I think both that and the second one, there's two of them. I think they're excellent movies and I would recommend checking them out. But like those scenes, I think stuck with me a lot. So that's going to be the ones that I wrap it up on.
Nice.
Awesome. Hey, I do want to say, and I don't know if he's still here. Hello, Commander Caden. I see that Dusty said hello. I apologize. I'm on my phone and I'm not able to see the chat completely today. But welcome into the show, and we're glad you're here. We're finishing up. That's a great pick. I love dystopian movies, and somebody mentioned this movie. I haven't seen it. But it's kind of like one of those, it teaches all, I say it teaches, it talks about, it's like a real witty thing, kind of like Snowpiercer as you go farther up. It's a different level of
messed up or survival.
Right. Yeah, and so pretty cool idea. I love this. I'm going to have to check that movie out. So look,
yeah, I highly recommend it. I think you'd enjoy it then. If you like that kind of stuff, it's a good movie.
Yeah, man.
It's not English. It's not. I think it's Hispanic, but the English dub isn't horrific. But if you can watch it in the original language, I think you definitely get a little bit more of the emotional moments.
Awesome. Commander Caden, yeah, man, appreciate that. Love to hear the combo. Very interesting. I sent you a wrench. You're welcome to make sure you hit the like and sub if you really like the content. Come and hang out. We do it every Thursday night. Next Thursday is our 200th episode. We're talking top 4 soda, like colas, sodas, those kind of things of all time. And then we'll be off for Christmas break, and then we'll start the new year. And the new year is kicking off really amazing. All right, Andy, I'm gonna. Hold on, I might lose you, but I'm going to pull it up on my phone so I can shout out what's coming up. So,
January, we are moving. January and February, we're going to do all video games. So if we get him back, we've been lining up a ton of guests.
My bad. I was still talking, and I didn't know that you couldn't hear me.
I might know a couple 2-3 things about video games.
Yeah,
couple 2-3 things. You know what I'm saying?
So the whole time I was away, I was actually talking. I didn't know you couldn't hear me, and I was hoping that wouldn't happen. But anyways, I'll just kind of tell you. So from off the top of my head, I think week 1 we have Super Game Dad Chris and we have Bryce JW. They're going to talk Wii. They're going to talk Wii games. Then the next week, I believe we have Gamer Aimer and Tech Buzz. and they are going to. They don't have. I don't think they've picked a topic yet. I think they're one of the ones still needing to pick. And then week 3, we have Mysticles, we have Koi Fish Gaming, and we have Chris Reed from Yellow Rose. There is a couple topics that they're looking at potentially. Then week 4, off the top of my head, I think it is. It's Christian Gamer, Christian Ninja. He is his topic so far, rough draft, is games that make the best conversations. Then starting in February, we have Saturn Steve and GameCube Galaxy. They haven't picked a topic yet. And then the second week of February, we have Manny's Arcade and G to the Next Level. They haven't picked a topic yet. Week 3 of February, we have Austin Bell from Southeast Gaming Exchange, along with Crybaby Games, which is a game developer that does Augusta Gaming Expo, and I think maybe David Bryant, who's also Augusta Gaming Expo. They're doing retro games that need a reboot. And then we're finishing off with Retro Gaming Pandemic, Jared, along with Double Mint Games. They haven't picked a topic yet. And then the last week, because I think there's one more, is man, I can't believe I just named all that off my top of my head. Give me a second. I'll tell you.
He was killer. You did awesome.
You did pretty good. That was not bad.
My bad. The one I missed was Iowa Retro Gaming Dad is going to be with Mysticles, and he's going to be with Mysticles and Koi Fish, and the other people are out doing their own. So there's an extra one in January. But anyways, lots of really cool video games. We have people already booked for movies and TV and music and video games in August and September. It's really awesome. If you want to be on the show, if you guys want to be on the show again, Matt, you're always coming. If you want to come on again, Frank, we will. We're going to do one. Matt, I talked with you before the thing on movies and TV. We'd love to do a Pokemon one. Bring you on with our guy Pokatrev, who's the number one. He's number one in our fantasy right now as the number one seed, along
fantasy
with
football. Just be very clear about.
Yeah, fantasy football.
I've seen him in chats.
One of the people we met at the conventions was Pokey Talk. Try to get them on, and we'll talk top 4 Pokemon of all time. That would be awesome. But Commander Caden, welcome. If you'd love to be on the show, let us know. What we do is we allow the guests to pick the show. So that's just how that goes. And we kind of figure out how to make our list with you. Frank, you can go first. Tell everybody before we head out and we say goodnight, tell everybody how to find you and what they're going to find.
What is up, all you beautiful people? My name is Frank, a.k.a. Woodman FLG. I am the final boss of Super RPG Friends. You can find us every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. EST. Right now, we're getting in on our Zoomer RPGs. We're playing a little bit of Deltarune. We're at the end of Chapter 3, and it's only going to get better from here, folks. Check us out. Thank you so much for letting me come and hang out with you. This is my big old fucking freaking wazam. You know what I'm saying? But thank you guys. I really appreciate letting me come on this show. I hope you guys will check us out. We have a blast out there on the internet. And hopefully we'll see you guys.
Yeah, man. Like, everybody go check out Super RPG Friends. Great little community. I checked it out a little bit. Pokemon is Barb Marley's favorite Hawaiian dish. That is
Pokemon.
The Pokemon. Yeah, that's hilarious. Matt, tell everybody about Dusty Flotilla and where to find you.
No, Dusty Flotilla. I'm literally the same on everything between YouTube, Facebook, and every other major social media. I primarily am on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, yeah, sort of, kind of, or X as you call it. Just look for me on there. I'm kind of quiet right now, but like I said, I'm working on a podcast with some people, formulating or spitballing at this point. But you know, I'll be around. I'm sure I'll be back on the show soon. We've got a lot of stuff in the talks and everything as well. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna
man.
let you know, Caden is one of my Pokemon guys, and young guy, but he knows his stuff. So he's a good guy. He's
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, come on back, Caden, and visit with us. We'll do a Pokemon show. Andy loves Pokemon. My kids love Pokemon. I know a little bit about Pokemon. I can get through a list. I can tell you. I got more than a top 4. But it probably won't be as in depth as many of you guys.
You got over 1,000 to pick from, so you're good.
Yeah. I mean,
Pokemon put out one of my favorite shoot 'em up games of all time too. So
favorite shoot 'em up game of all time. Here's another one of those risky picks that you did. Pokemon Snap as his greatest
it's
Pokemon.
A rail shooter. It's a rail shooter game. It's just a camera instead of a gun.
And you throw things to get their attention, so theoretically he's not wrong again.
The rail shooter.
Really?
game,
Theoretically, hey, Matt, do not entertain him. Do not entertain him. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's what makes our show fun, man. We totally dig it, and we appreciate all you new folks out there. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, all that jazz. Come back and check us out every Thursday at this time, and next week, episode 200. We're super excited. Frank, thanks for being here. Great to have you. Matt, as always, great to have you. You guys ever need us on your side of the world, let us know. Guys, it's time to tell everybody good night. It's getting late. Andy, let's shut this thing down.
Let's do it. Let's say goodnight like we always do. This is the Rushmore Show where it's all about your
Top 4.
And nothing more.
And nothing more.
Peace.